Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're well wherever you are in the world. I am. And today I want to talk to you about quantum medicine. Yes, quantum what you ask? Yes, quantum medicine. It is that aspect of medicine that takes into consideration aspects of quantum physics. Yes, quantum physics, you probably have heard that aspect of physics that is bringing to our attention aspects of life that we probably have known through indigenous communities. But now this quantum physics is bringing in the science that explains it. Yeah, so quantum medicine takes quantum physics principles and look at medicine through those lenses and explain some of the things that Eastern philosophy, for instance, had indicated to be useful for our health. But for one reason or another, we have never really incorporated them into the modern traditional medicine. Okay, so why am I doing this? It's because just now I am doing a PhD program on quantum medicine, and just yesterday I fulfilled on one of the courses. I finished one of the courses. It's one of the very foundational courses because I'm just beginning, but I found it so useful, and I was intrigued and inspired to share with you what that course was all about. Yeah, that course was about heart rate variability. And what is that? Okay, let me just pause here and explain a little bit. Heart rate variability is an index of health. Yes, similar to heart rate. We've heard of heart rate, where often when we go to a hospital, one of the vital signs that is taken is our pulse, which is an indicator of our heart rates. And if we are in a more well, maybe in a facility that has an ECG, an electrocardiograph machine, they can also actually take the actual beats of the heart. And over time, it can be measured, and you're told your heart rate is so many beats per minute. Yeah. Okay. So we at least know about heart rate. Yeah. But heart rate variability is the capacity of your heart to change its heartbeats depending on the situation. Yes, our heart rates are not regular. We know that by walking the way I'm doing now, or by running, we can sometimes make our heart rate slightly faster, or by sleeping or meditating, we can make our heart rate slightly slower. But now it is known that even at rest, our heart rates are not necessarily regular. They are variable. And the more variable our heart rates are, the better. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Yeah, a higher heart rate variability is an indicator of good health. And it has been proven now to actually improve our capacity to be resilient, not only from physical conditions such as illnesses, be they infectious diseases or the communicable diseases like diabetes or hypertension, cancers and autoimmune diseases. Yes, resilience to those physical conditions, but also resilient to the emotional traumas that we sometimes experience, or even the mental stress that we undergo, or even the spiritual dilemmas that we have. So our capacity to be resilient in all those domains of life, and our capacity to self-regulate, again, in all those domains of life, is influenced by the capacity of our hearts to be variable. And the higher the variability, the higher the capacity of the heart is to be able to be variable, the better we are. Yes, so that is the message today, that heart variability, heart rate variability is an index, is a measure of health. And it measures our capacity to be resilient and our capacity to self-regulate. So wow. When I heard of this concept, I thought, this is something that I definitely would like to learn more about and to get to understand how can we improve our heart rate variability. And the good news is that, yes, it is possible for us to improve our heart rate variability. How? There are various methods, but the simplest that I came across was this: by being conscious of our breath and deliberately slowing it down and deepen it. Just by doing that, we actually can increase our heart rate variabilities. And when we consciously breathe slowly and deeply and do that as we experience some compassion, some love, some kindness, some positive energy, some fulfillment, all those heart-related emotions, when we do that, our capacity to increase our heart rate variability is even higher. So by doing those two simple steps, consciously, deeply, and slowly breathe as you step 2, experience, think through, remember a positive experience that you've had, like kindness or love or compassion. You increase your heart rate variability. And you don't have to do that all the time. Just once a day is usually enough. But if you can do it twice, 3 times a day, even better. And just for 3 to 5 minutes. Surely that is something that is worth my while doing. And I thought, okay, let me share that with you today. I have looked at it from a very simplistic aspect, just my own perceptions, talking off the cuff. But of course, there's the science behind it. And in later videos, I'm going to share with you the science behind that too. Today, I wanted you to just know what is heart rate variability. Why is it important to know? Is that it will improve your own health, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. But it gets even better than that. Our heart rate variabilities impact on our electromagnetic field. You know, the heart is the single most effective organ that impacts on the electromagnetic field around us. You know, we do have an electromagnetic field that, together with being physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual beings, we are also energy beings. And this energy can be measured by measuring the electromagnetic field within us and even around us, because it's that strong. It actually goes beyond the physical body. And because all of us have electromagnetic fields, when we are in close proximity with each other, we influence each other's electromagnetic fields, and hence their capacity to be coherent with themselves. I found that so phenomenal because the world today needs help, and we need to help each other by helping ourselves. By doing the work for me to be heart coherent, that is, have a high heart rate variability, and coming to close proximity with my loved ones and even with my acquaintances, I help them also improve their heart rate variability and hence help them become more coherent. More about that later. The third thing that I also just want to mention to you, that our electromagnetic fields have been proven to be impacted on by the electromagnetic field of the planet. You know, the planet is also a living organism, and it also has its own electromagnetic field. So that actually impacts on our individual electromagnetic fields, which is impacted upon by our heart variability, heart rate variability. Yeah. So what does this mean? This means, well, since time immemorial, we've known that when things happen on the planet, at the planet level, individuals like you and I get impacted. Now we know through quantum physics that by impacting on ourselves, by improving our own coherence, by improving our own electromagnetic fields, by improving our heart rate variability, we also can impact on the electromagnetic field of the world, of the globe, of the planet. Isn't that amazing? That's phenomenal. That's powerful. And so it is knowledge that I thought was worth sharing, simply as I am having my walk today. But maybe later on, I will also capture it in a more technical form. Yeah. So bye for now. Do have a great day. Do have a day that is coherent, a day where your heart rate variability is high, so that you can have a high resilience and have a high capacity to self-regulate in all the aspects of your life, be they be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Thanks for listening to me. Bye for now.